states, allowing the free flow of goods and services and the capital international borders. Dahil dito, nawawalang pagkakaiba't iba ng presyo sa iba't ibang bansa at nagkakaroon ng parang isang pamilya sa buong mundo. Malaki ang epekto ng market integration sa ekonomiya at kalakalan at mas maraming mapagkukunang supplier available na may pagkakaiba-iba ng presyo at pagkakapareho upang mas maging mahusay ang takbo ng pamilya. According to Cole and Yule, have defined market integration as a process which refers to the expression of firms by consolidating additional marketing function and activities under a single management. By uniting the world into a single, large market, it promotes the growth of international trade by giving suppliers access to a larger customer base and allowing consumers to choose from a greater variety of goods. Market integration drives innovation and competitiveness in regional markets with evidence from Asian countries, including the Philippines, in highlighting the benefits of closer market ties. Examples of market integration: ASEAN. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations is a regional political and economic organization established in 1967 to promote cooperation, economic growth, and social progress, and cultural development among its member states, aiming for peace and stability in the region. By reducing tariffs and non-tariff barriers, ASEAN makes it easier and more affordable for companies to trade products and services between member countries. Countries that are members get of ASEAN has access to a larger market, reducing economic risk and providing more dependable sources of income for businesses. E-commerce platforms. E-commerce platforms effectively remove the physical barriers from divided markets by allowing customers and businesses to interact and conduct businesses with companies anywhere in the world. Companies may quickly distribute and offer their goods to an international audience, and consumers can choose from a greater variety of items produced in different countries.
Hello everyone! Today, I am going to discuss one of the types of market integration, which is the horizontal integration. So, when we say horizontal integration, it is the business acquires or merges with another company that works in the same industry and at the same level of the supply chain in order to expand market share and reduce competitions. So, what I mean by similar is in that they are in the same industry, like for example, 2 bookstores and 2 clothing stores. Also, they are at the same time level of the supply chain, like parehas lang gumagawa ng ibang uri ng trabaho. Also, it could be a clothing manufacturer merging with another clothing manufacturer. Hindi pwede na yung clothing manufacturer or clothing store ay makipag-merge sa cotton farm kasi magkaiba sila ng ginagawa. So, let's move on with that. Okay, one of the main recent companies go through horizontal integration is that when 2 companies merge, their resources will increase and it eliminates or reduces their competitors. So, think about it everyone. Kung ang dalawang kumpanya ay magtutulungan or magkakaisa, maaaring magkaroon sila ng maganda at magiging maganda ang kanilang resources. Ibig sabihin, mas maraming perang darating, mas maraming empleyado, mas maraming gamit, at mas maraming ideas ang mabubuo kung sila ay mag-merge or magkakaisa. For example, for that is the Jollibee Food Corporation or JFC. JFC has grown because they acquired other companies in the fast food industry, like for example, Chowking, Red Ribbon, Mang Inasal, and Greenwich Pizza. Dito sa pagsasama-sama ng mga brands na to, ito under the JFC, tumaas ang kanilang mga resources or naka-unlad nila ang kanilang mga resources. When it comes for it costs for more restaurant, employees, menu option, and also the wider customer base. At the same time, JFC reduced the competition o nabawasan kanilang mga kompetensya sa mga fast food market because those brands are now part of the JFC and not competing against it. In short, horizontal integration as shown by JFC leads to increase resources and reduce competition, which can be a powerful recipe for business success. Now, let's talk about the two main types of horizontal integration. The first one is mergers. A merger happens when two companies decide to join together and create a brand new combined business. It's like they're forming a new team. So, for the merger, when two companies merge together, they essentially create a new combined business. It's like merger is bumubuo or they creating the two companies becoming one new company. So, the second type is acquisition. An acquisition takes place when one company purchases another company. So, for the acquisition, this is simple. Bumibili ang isang kumpanya ng isang kumpanya para mapababa or malesen ang kanilang mga kompetensya. And also, to boost a business market position. For them, this is like, I think this is like a marketing strategy for them para tumaas ang kanilang, tumaas o makilala pa sila. What are the difference between the two? Merger combines two companies to create an entire new company with a new name and structure. While acquisitions, a company purchases another business to take over and gain complete control. So, that's the end of horizontal integration. So, I hope you understand and thank you for listening.
Vertical integration. Vertical integration is a business strategy where a company takes ownership and control over multiple stages of its production or supply chain. Sa madaling sabi, ang vertical integration ay isang strategiya sa negosyo kung saan ang isang kumpanya ay kumukuha ng kontrol o pagmamahari sa iba't ibang yugto ng produksyon o supply chain. Imbis na umasa sa ibang kumpanya para sa mga bahagi ng produksyon, tulad ng mga materyales, paggawa o distribusyon, ay sarili na nilang ginagawa o pinamamahalaan ang mga ito. Ang pangunahing layunin ng vertical integration ay upang mapababa ang gastos, mapahusay ang kahusayan na operasyon, at magkaroon ng mas malaking kontrol sa supply chain, mula sa paggawa ng produkto hanggang sa pagpadala nito sa merkado. Halimbawa na lang nito ay kung ang isang kumpanya ng soft drink ay bumibili dati ng asukal sa ibang supplier, pero nagdesisyon nitong bumili o magtayo ng sariling paggawaan ng asukal. Ito ay isang halimbawa ng vertical integration.
Three types of vertical integration. A company acquires control over its suppliers. For instance, the Ford Motor Company historically controlled raw material sources such as coal mines and steel plants to ensure steady access to inputs for car production. This is the backward vertical integration. A company takes control of the distribution of retail stage. For example, Amazon acquisition of Whole Foods allowed Amazon to control both its e-commerce platform and physical grocery retail store. This is also the forward vertical integration. A company controls both upstream and downstream activities in its supply chain. Apple designs its hardware and software, manufactures key components and sells product through its own retail stores, creating a seamless customer experience. This is the balanced vertical integration.
Apple designs its hardware and software, manufactures key components, and sells product through its own retail stores, creating a seamless customer experience. Ibig sabihin po nito ay kinokontrol daw ng Apple ang lahat na proseso ng paggawa ng kada pyesa para ma-make sure na ang quality ng gagawin nilang produkto ay maganda. Next naman po ay ang Tesla. Tesla's backward and forward vertical integration strategy, including making components in-house and owning sales channels, is detailed in sources such as Dealroom and Financial Falconet, and 8th section which explains Tesla's control over its supply chain from raw materials to final sales. Ibig sabihin daw po nito ay nakakatipid ang kampanyang Tesla dahil sila din mismo ang bumebenta ng sasakyan na gagawin gamit ang sariling gawa ng mga pyesa na nakalagay dito. Sa madaling sabi, Tesla mismo ang gumagawa ng pyesa na kailangan at di galing sa ibang kumpanya. Next naman is Amazon's forward vertical integration through its acquisition of Whole Foods Market, allowing direct brick-and-mortar sales alongside online, is documented in Allegro and Financial Falconet. Ang Amazon naman daw ay mayroong platform na online at physical store. Madaling ma-access ng mga customer ang kanilang mga bibilihin sa paraang ito dahil may choice sila kung bibili sila mapa-online man or physical store. Next is Apple's balanced vertical integration, including design, manufacturing, and retail control through its own stores is well reported in Shopify and 8th section articles. Ibig sabihin naman daw nito ay balanced vertical integration, meaning kinokontrol nito ang production at pagbenta din. Sa pamamaraang ito, nasisigurado ng Apple na maganda talaga ang quality at performance na kanilang binebentan upang magamit ng kanilang mga customer.
Conglomerate integration refers to the merger or acquisition of companies that operate in completely unrelated businesses, activities, industries. This strategy allows the merging company to diversify its portfolio, spread risk, and enter in new markets without direct competition or supply chain or overlap. Conglomerate mergers can be pure if the business involves no connection or mixing. If some product or market extensions exist, create a single hub operation with an array of unconnected holdings that may earn revenue from many sources.
Increased market access allows businesses to reach a larger customer base. Instead of selling only to local consumers, pwede rin tayo magbenta o mag-offer ng products to customers in other regions or even other countries. Example, yung produkto ng ating bansa, tapos ibibenta natin sila sa other country para mas dumami ang bumili ng produkto natin. Tulad ng dried mangoes, na pwede natin mabili sa Japan, USA, Canada, and even Europe. So, mas dadami ang bibili kasi hindi na lang tayo sa local customer na nagbebenta. With more people being able to buy their goods, businesses have a high chance of increasing their sales and profits. This wider reach also improves brand recognition and gives firms more opportunities to succeed. Isa sa pinakamahalagang epekto ng market integration ay ang enhanced competition o laban ng mga negosyo sa loob ng isang merkado. This increased competition plays a major role in improving the overall quality and efficiency of the market. One reason why competition is important because more firms from different regions or other countries can enter the market. Dati local businesses lang ang magkakalaban, pero kapag integrated na ang market, pumapasok na rin ang foreign companies. This creates a more dynamic environment where businesses need to continuously improve to survive. Halimbawa, kapag may Asian market integration, syempre Filipinos companies will compete not only with each other, but also with businesses from Thailand, Malaysia, or Singapore. Also, another example, di ba ang McDo International? At naglabas sila ng bagong menu. Syempre, ang Jollibee hindi magpapatalo. Kaya gagawa rin sila ng bagong menu at mga promos para labanan ng McDo. One of the major advantage of market integration is the ability of business to achieve economic of scale. Economics of scale occur when a company lowers its production cost per unit by producing in larger quantities. This advantage brings significant benefits to both businesses and consumers. Example, yung Jollibee. Hindi lang sa Pilipinas ang market nila kundi sa buong Southeast Asia and other countries pa. Kaya naman mas maraming customers ang kanilang pinagsisilbihan, so mas maraming burger patties, buns, chickens at packaging ang kanilang ginagawa para masupplyan lang ang lahat ng kanilang branches. Pero kahit malaki ang kanilang production, mas nakakatipid sila sa pagbili ng ingredients dahil pwede silang bumili ng pakyawan o wholesale, so mas nagiging sulit din ang paggamit ng mga kanilang mga makina, factory at logistics. Dahil dito, bumababa ang cost per unit ng bawat pagkain na kanilang ginagawa. Kaya ito ay tinatawag na economic of scale.
The disadvantages of market integration reduce competition. Horizontal integration can reduce competition by merging firms at similar levels, potentially leading to monopolistic behaviors. Scrib 2025. The horizontal integration of Kraft Foods and Heinz in 2015 reduced competition in the food industry by merging two competitors into one of the largest food companies globally, which led to slumping sales and shareholders' lawsuits afterwards. Netsuite 2025. So, ang ibig sabihin to, kapag may horizontal integration, ibig sabihin magsasama o nag-merge ang mga kampanyang nasa parehong antas ng industriya. Dahil dito, nababawasan ang kompetisyon at minsan ay nagiging monopolyo ang isang kampanya. The legal and regulatory challenges. Market integration can face legal repercussions and compliance difficulties due to differing national regulations. Scrib 2025. The Single European Market (SEM) under the EU required member countries to standardize laws and regulations, which created compliance challenges for firms adapting to unified rules across diverse national legal environments. Study Smarter 2024. Ang market integration ay madalas humaharap sa mga legal at compliance issues, lalo na kung magkaiba ang batas at regulasyon ng bawat bansa. Economic disparities. Integration may benefit larger or more developed firms and regions, disproportionately, possibly widening economic inequality. Market integration in developing regions like SAARC can disproportionately benefit larger or more developing firms and countries, exacerbating economic inequality within the integrated area. Ibig sabihin, minsan mas nakikinabang ang malalaking kampanya o mas mayayamang bansa sa market integration. Dahil dito, lumalaki ang agwat sa pagitan ng mayaman at mahirap.
Impact of market integration to global trade and economy. Market integration has a profound impact on global trade and economy. It leads to greater centralization in price movements, a greater range of suppliers and commodities, and improved market efficiency. It helps global trade flourish by making the entire world a single large market where suppliers can access a broader set of consumers, and consumers enjoy a wider choice of products.